Dear friends, welcome to the Wednesday Word on Wednesday the 18th of October. Last week a tray of iced donuts arrived in the church office. They were a gift from the steward who was posted outside the church for the Cheltenham Half Marathon to stop the traffic from going down Clarence Street, which was closed for the event. Some of the youth leaders who were on the pavement with our young people to cheer the runners on noticed that a number of drivers who found the road closed were very abusive to the steward. Some highly offensive words and racial abuse were hurled at him. He responded amazingly calmly and graciously to the abuse and didn't lose his cool. Some of the youth leaders who were on the pavement spoke to him and apologised for the insults that he was having to endure. After the race was over, one of our leaders invited him to join us for coffee in church and introduced him to me. I asked him if he was a person of faith, and he said that he was, although he was from a Muslim background, but actually he was far more interested in the Christian faith rather than Islam. So I prayed for him. I asked God to help him to forgive those who'd been so abusive and that he'd get to know more about Jesus. We didn't see him again until last week when he arrived at the church office with the donuts. This is a great illustration of what I was preaching about on Sunday evening at the 6:30 service. I want you to stress these things, says Paul to Titus, that is the gospel, so that those who have trusted in God may be careful to devote themselves to doing what is good. These things are excellent and profitable for everyone. That's Titus chapter 3 and verse 8. The others passers-by who heard the steward receiving that abuse did nothing, but the youth leaders cared for the steward and did so quite naturally, because the gospel had taught them to do what is good. That's what the gospel does. It tells us about the kindness and love of God our Saviour in Jesus, who saved us not because of righteous things we've done, but because of his mercy. Because we've been shown such kindness and love and mercy by God, he makes us want to show kindness and mercy in response. We don't have to do good. We find that we want to do good. That's the power of the gospel. It changes our hearts, it changes how we interact with other people, and it changes society. If we want to change the world, we need to keep on stressing these things, Sunday by Sunday, week by week. That's how the local church is the hope for the world. And occasionally, we get thanked with donuts. God bless you today.